everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey. I am Audrey, and Moving Forward is our healing podcast, which we will discuss everything and anything that occurs to me or that you might suggest would help you with healing on any level. Any level. Um, what am I? I am an ever evolving being, healer, psychic, artist, shaman, breathing attunement specialist, longtime vegan, all of that. And if anyone knows why this is happening, tell me. Normally, my nose does not itch. When I do this podcast and bring my laptop near me, I think it sends out an energy that my body, or my nose, doesn't need. So today, our wisdom topic is energy light sculpturing. A friend of mine who's another healer as well as in many areas, and successful on many levels, many. And we've been friends a long time. I just love him. And he said I needed to let people know about this level of my healing work, which I simply call energy healing work. And no, he said, I am capable, and I am, okay, as a channel of doing this, seeing one's energy body and helping to remove either in person or not. We call it absent healing or long distance healing. I'm sure there are other names for it. The junk, not junk, the stuff that isn't part of your energy body. Can I help remove that? Not I as an ego identity. No. I as an energetic frequency master healer. Yes, I can. And he suggested I tell everybody about that. So I am telling you about this. And how is it that I, in my 80s, have this kind of energy? And I'm finally, really getting better bit by bit from the time I tripped in on one of the rocky kind of sidewalks, because I walk fairly quickly. And my eyes are set, believe it or not, I don't believe this. I can't always see clearly to my feet. And I have had cataract surgery and I have the glasses. And yes, as soon as I am able to see an eye doctor and have that medication, that appointment paid for by some kind of coverage, I will have my eyes looked at again and get new glasses, or if possible, energetically healing this. Um, and I've been nearsighted since I'm 4, so being nearsighted is nothing new. And why didn't the cataract surgery make my eyes perfect? Because in the state where I live, Miami, to get that kind of surgery was definitely more money than what my insurance at the time covered. I chose not to spend that extra money because that was some of the money I used to visit my daughter and my grandchildren, and I made that more important. Could I have gotten more money? You could always get more money. Did I trust that at that moment? No. So that's what I opted to do. Sir, we shall talk about your energy light body and how you can, or with my help, or whomever you choose, remove what's not part of that. I call it junk. That's not necessarily respectful, but the junky stuff that's there. And by the way, just so you know, before I would do that healing work on anyone, I will not just go in and clean out stuff. I'm going to go in and with the client, that's you, approval, tune in, see what I say. We are going to discuss it because it's important to me as a healing agent, the healing channel, for you to know what issues or whatnot I may have seen or was shown to me so we can see where you may need to learn more, grow more, evolve more, so that the stuff can be removed. Because if you don't grow and learn, there's no point. And even if certain things are taken away, if you repeat certain things, I'm not saying it will come back, I'm saying it could come back. Whereas if you learn something, it's not going to come back in the same way, because you'll be different. And you won't need it or want it or desire it. So yes, I definitely offer that service. And I love doing that work. And it doesn't matter where I am physically located or where you are. Long distance or absent healing or any other name it might not be called now, spiritual healing. Whatever your particular language is, I can definitely help you. Okay, so our affirmation for today is, I am a light energy being, and I allow myself to receive and give love. I am a light energy being, I'm getting my water, and I allow myself to give and receive love. You have to allow yourself to give and receive love rather than block it. It's like, yes, come, or grabbing it. I am a light energy being, and you are. And I allow myself to give and receive love, kindness, cooperation, ease, appreciation. That's easier for you to feel and say and take in. Use those words. I'm going to take some water right now. Hold on one moment. And allow yourself to have that. And if you get into, I don't know if I deserve it, can I handle it, will I mess it up? That are some of the thoughts, those that could keep you from receiving and living with and sending and being in the midst of the love, the gratitude, the kindness, the generosity that you may be craving. So get so that you are clear, or not so fuzzy, about whatever those thought patterns might be. What was it, about a week ago? Whatever it was. I walk fairly quickly, even here in Costa Rica. Not quite the way I walked in New York City. Very different environment. But I can still walk quickly. I walk very slowly when I'm really, really tired, or I'm carrying heavy stuff because it's heavy for me. And so I have to walk slower than brrrt. And I literally fell. I don't know what happened. I slipped somehow, and I am pretty sure-footed, not quite a goat. I'm a Cancerian, not a Capricorn, not a crab. We'll go, and we're just going to let that be for the moment. And I fell. I hit my elbow. I hit my knee. I might have hit my hip. I don't remember. And two guys were running over and were going to yank me right up. And I had to say, no, this is in Spanish. No, ahora por favor, necesito unos minutos. I was telling them I needed a few minutes to let my energy come together. If you ever fall or trip, don't immediately jump up. Give yourself those few moments and let yourself feel, sense, know what's happening in your body. Yes, trust your intuition. I don't know how to do this the way a scientist does and measures it. I'm right there in the moment, and I'm accurate. And you also can and will be. Hone it. So you'll feel like the body is coming together again, and not all like that. That's not when you get up, when you're feeling all scattered. People can hurt themselves that way. I'm not saying you will, but you can. You don't want to do that. So then they helped me up. I stood there for a few moments, got myself together, and walked slowly. I had just fallen. And I was walking along, and then the friend who I'd gone to visit came and called me, and I meandered back. Anyway, so for several days, I've not functioned right. My elbow, my arm, my right shoulder, my right arm was not functioning right. Couldn't even use the broom to sweep or mop. I could call it a mixed blessing because I don't always like sweeping or mopping, but I do at the very least once a week, and in Costa Rica that's not a lot, wash the floor. Um, was not able to because moving that broom, I use a broom for that purpose. No. And I couldn't sit the way I wanted to sit to paint because my hip, my that, nope. I couldn't stretch because this pulled, and if it pulled, I thought, nope, nope, we're not doing that. So it's taken a few days, which was good. I got to truly rest. I got to simply be quiet. I did get to listen to some great podcasts, watch a few interesting movies, all this at home because I wasn't going out. And luckily, the weather really, really cooperated. One day it was pouring rain almost all day. I wouldn't have gone out anyway because pouring rain. And the next day, on and off pouring rain. And I thought, good for me. Because I wouldn't have gone out anyway in that. It was like, ugh. But I've since done the laundry and blah, 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 blah. So we are ready. And today I washed the floor. Yes! And finished my latest little paintings. And I kept them simple because tomorrow someone's coming over and I needed the gallery to look like a gallery rather than a working studio with paintings and stuff on the floor. So I have a few more new paintings. Simple. I'm not used to keeping something quite so simple, but they are. Very simple, very small, very cute. So yeah, I have paintings in existence ranging from maybe $25, $30 to some thousands of dollars. Those are in Florida. Those are the big ones. The 5 feet by 4 foot paintings. So pretty. Anyway, so we did your affirmation. Feel it, say it, and do it. And your breathing attunement. Again, keep it simple, sweetie. Keep it simple. Is going to be inhale slowly. Then when you feel like you've done enough, whatever that might be for you, hold it for several moments and then exhale more slowly than you inhaled slowly till you release all the air. We're going to do that 4 times, so I am not going to count this time. And I won't do it as long as I can because I'm a practitioner of this. Chances are that I can do deeper, slower breathing than most people. I'm not saying I'm the perfect expert, no, but I've been doing this for a while. So get ready, sit comfortably, lean back. This is my knee up. Lean back, have your back supported, and inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale light, hold, exhale light, inhale light, hold, exhale light, inhale light, hold, exhale light. Now, notice how you feel. And you can send that light to any part of you. I do a breathing, the guys told me years ago, sending white light to the linings of all my cells. You can do that. Your cells are all over your body. And then after you've done that a number of times, you will feel different. When you really let yourself feel it, you do all of this through feelings and experience. And then and that's white light, and then you'll inhale golden light to the nucleus of your cell and hold it and let go gently. Make any of these, all of these, any of these part of your daily practice. Not only is it, in addition to it being important for you here and now, in the times ahead, like pretty soon ahead, now ahead, can feel a little tumultuous. I'm telling you this, it's a healer, psychic, clairvoyant, whatever words you want to use, plus some of what I've heard other people say, and it's a vibe I get anyway. I'm not allowed, no, the guys don't want me to discuss politics, so I'm not going to get into politics, okay? I will in a private reading, but not on this podcast. They don't want me to, so I'm not. So will there be changes in the world on that? Yeah. So I'm going to say. Will there be climactic changes? Yes. Why are we here? Because we chose to be here. If you're alive and hearing me, which means you're alive, well, more or less, you chose to be born now. If you want, why? Because your soul, some aspect of your soul, felt it was important for you to participate in this mega shifting time, or you are hearing something from past situations, or you're enhancing something every day. Every day I send healing light into the universe. And we are part of this. This field is not separate from us. We're part of it. We are it. We are part of the light. We're part of the field. We're both male and female. Female and male. Gender-wise, we might be one sex. Some are a mix. But energetically and hormonally and in other ways, we've got both. Everybody has their own balance. If you want me to look at you and all that to see what it might be, get a reading. Okay? I think you can order it through my website. Don't pay through that. I do not want to get a PayPal. Sell me. My website is AudreyNow, AudreyNow.com. Zell me, or give my phone number there, or email me, AudreyNow, AudreyNow.com, and I will give you the phone number, but it should be right there. I don't know if I have it on the podcast. But do that. Do that. And I can give it now. Okay, so the number is +1, unless you're in Costa Rica. +1 917 494 0628. +1 917 494 0628. It has a U.S. SIM card on it, so any call from the States for you is free, as well as I'm on WhatsApp. So it's WhatsApp. Anyway, so let me show you. We all need beauty in our life. We all have to appreciate beauty. It opens our heart. It changes the patterns in the brain. So this is one of my frequency stones. It's heavy. I mean, I can hold it, but again, I don't want to stress my arm. It's not 100% fully healed. Just one of those. You can have any one of these. Let me know if I still have it. You can order it. They all have crystals on them. They all have different colors. Yes, I like to paint texturally. You can see that. I'm almost out of all the paint I got in the States, so I'm getting paint here in Costa Rica. So I'm experimenting with different mediums to thicken it up because the paint is not the thickness that I prefer. So I am learning. I'm like a kid. And so I'm making small ones. I like big ones, so I'm making small ones. The good thing, or whatever, is I charge less money. They're cute. They're very cute. And I'm experimenting with new effects. If you want to see them, go to Audrey Now, Audreyenow.com. Audreyenow.com. And I have some that aren't being shown. So now, back to your light body. Let us come to that. We are made of light. Everyone is. As near as I can determine, that is the essential aspect of the multiverse, the energy and frequency of light. I know some people call it Christ consciousness. I don't, because that sounds like religion to me, and that's not what I'm about. I'm not about religion, because all of them, every single one of them that I have investigated, have stuff about them that does not resonate with me. There is a positive place for religion when it's used well. There's also negativity for religion when it's used incorrectly. And I have seen a lot of it used incorrectly. I've also seen a lot of it used well. I don't like, in general, me personally, using terms that can be taken for as a religion. Plus, this so-called cosmic consciousness, this light consciousness, belongs to everyone. It isn't any one religion. It isn't any one race of people. It isn't even any one species. It doesn't even belong to humans. It is everywhere. It belongs to every one of us that has consciousness or doesn't have consciousness, that exists in the multiverse. And that means beings from whatever planet, from whatever era, from whatever yuga. It means anything. It does. So when you become conscious and you start, one of the ways to start is with the breathing attunements and with the affirmations. And an affirmation is a statement of power, intent, positivity, stated in the present tense positively. When I do it, usually it's also of action. So that gives you a way to focus your mind. Because the universe, you may think it's physical. To me it is. Look, I have a body, physical. But that's only from our third dimensional approach. I am experimenting, learning. When I do my breathing and some of my statements of purpose, some of them from various different traditions, different healing work. I mean, when I was doing a lot of yoga and I was studying at Integral Yoga Institute with when Swami Satchidananda, going back a few years, was there. This was in New York. Then that was a different center. I forget the name of that Swami. Sorry, that's in Florida. They were all good. I liked both of them. They had great staff, great practice, great satsang, vegetarian food that I love. It was good. So, when you start doing any of this, and we're living at a time where our concept and our experience of time is changing. It's no longer just linear. It no longer only goes forward. It never, well, see, there it goes. It never only did go forward. So you can practice having yourself go forward in time and even a little bit backward in time, renewing yourself. Yes, I'd like to renew that and have it all like this. I shall practice and you shall see. And when I'm able to start jumping on the trampoline again and going to exercise class, I will do that. Right now, I'm still a little slow with that because I told you I'm still completing the healing from when I fell. And my shoes are fine. Don't tell me to walk slower. I'm walking a little bit slower in certain areas. I'm not going to walk slow, slow, slow. It's just not in my nature. And I need to move. I like it. It feels good. When it feels good, that's what I do. When it doesn't, I don't. Okay? And when you allow yourself to feel and be the light, merge into it energetically. If as a drawing you see it as like a line, see it instead as like a bunch of dots. See it as hazy. See it as, when I was a kid, sometimes not my son, we'd make a wish on the dandelion, which it's yellow when it's a flower, and then it's like white fuzzy stuff, puffy stuff. You'd make the wish, close your eyes, and blow that stuff away. And if all of it disappeared, ostensibly your wish would come true. Well, that's very fuzzy little stuff. So start seeing our boundaries, our concept of time, perhaps like that. Because it is not the way many of us had previously understood it to be. So you can enhance that feeling by, say, you decide you want to paint or color, instead of making, and I use a lot of color, a big splash, make little points, make a bunch of different points, do it very delicately, or less delicately, and allow that to create its own picture. It does not have to be pointillism, it doesn't have, oh, that hurt, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is still healing, see? You see that? That's why I'm putting some tree oil on it, given to me by my wonderful friend Pat. Okay, because yes, it had started to get infected and then I stopped. So it's healing. And let yourself heal it. Those of you that might, okay, how do I want to say this? Anyone that studies spirituality, you've read Real Life. What does that mean? What does that mean? You turn on the light bulb and that's what you are? Not really. You look at the sun that's made of light, that's made of energy, that is energy, and in its movement and human perception for most of us, you woman, human person, perception from the earth just sees this light for the most part. I was lucky enough when I had my near-death experience to see the shiny light beams and their faces were light. Like I have a face, see that's my face. You have a face, they had a face, but it wasn't this kind of a face, it was light. And that's what we're made of. We may not be made of their version of light, we're made of our version of light because there's more than one version. It's, oh my God, there's different densities, different lightnesses, different colorations. Don't have to get into that now. You can allow yourself to be light. Feel with it. Feel with it. And the stuff that you may not have accepted about yourself, notice what it is and stop rejecting it. You can call it the shadow. The shadow is stuff that someone has judged themselves for and look to hide and bury. You don't have to go like, look at the shadow, yuck! You don't have to hold it up quite like that, although some people do. And they make a career of it, of horrors and disgusting and whatnot. And yes, I said disgusting. Because some people say, look, disgusting, look. Kids will do that. Kids will do that. And because it's fascinating to them, and it is. So if you don't judge it, it's fascinating. Adults are. Look at some of what's going on with some of the quote unquote fires in the United States. That's disgusting. I mean, please. And I am working on releasing judgment. And can I have judgment? Yes. I can judge people who hurt children. I can judge sexual predators. I can judge people who harm other people. I've been hit in the past. I judge that. I do not like. I dislike being hit. So I'm learning how to have my thoughts about what it is without judging the person as a throwaway. And it's a little tricky for me sometimes because they can get like mixed up. So I'm still going through that. In terms of the shadow, what's some of my shadow? I could overeat. I can definitely do it with chocolate if I'm upset. I can do breathing and meditation. I could also run to the refrigerator, and if there's something I've made with chocolate, because there's usually something, I will usually want to eat some. I have added a few poundages to my an area of my body where I do not want it. There's areas where I would like it. That's not where it goes. It goes to another area, which is where I don't want it, dislike it. So that could be considered a shadow thing. I've not yet gone to the beach in a bathing suit because my body is, whew, looks older now. It's softer. And I like looking good. Ego, I know, ego. I don't know about pride. I don't have to look and be the most stunning thing on the beach. I never had to be the most stunning, but I definitely wanted to look good, whatever that might mean for me. And it changes. So acknowledge the stuff. You don't have to do it like me. Oh, on a podcast, I just saw the time. I need to complete. We've just done over 30 minutes. So that's just some stuff. So my appreciations. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Gratitudes. Thank you. Blessings. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help other people evolve. And be in touch with me for anything you may choose to that's of benefit to all of us. Thank you. Bye.